You tuned in to the Now Morning Show, Tobago Thursday edition, where we just offered you guys some tickets for a back massage for Dad, giving away, if you will. And now the Signal Hill Alumni Choir is getting ready to give back to Tobago as well. They are headed to Africa and they are hosting a free concert as they get ready for that journey. This morning, Artistic Director of the Signal Hill Alumni Choir, Mr. John Arnold, joins us to tell us more about We Folk Music in Africa. Good morning and welcome to the Now, Mr. Arnold.
Morning, Yinka, and morning to the nation, and morning to the worldwide viewers.
Always a delight to have you guys on because it's always something happening, something that puts Tobago and Trinidad on the map in a better way. And this time around, it's going to sound beautiful. We Folk Music in Africa makes sense because of the trip. But tell me a little bit of the thought behind the concept of this free concert.
Yeah, so actually, this is the third in a series of concerts we've been hosting since March. So this is the third one. The first one, we focus on South African music because that's actually where we're going to Cape Town. And the second one, we focus on South African gospel. And then on this one, we're doing our folk music because part of the connection here is really and truly, we came here with our music, we came here with our drums, our dances from Africa. And, you know, in the Caribbean, as we came, we were then influenced by not only indigenous music and forms, but we were also influenced by our European colonizers. And so what we have now is folk music that's very relevant, and actually it's like a bridge back to Africa. So we are looking forward to sharing some of these melodies, some of these folk songs that we have come noted for, back when we go there, so that can be a bridge of connection, and we hope that exchange will certainly help.
Fantastic. Now, John, we know that when we tell our stories through music, I mean, there's a lot of history, as you just gave us a little abridged version, if you will. I'm wondering then, in terms of your selection, is the intention that when you go to Africa to perform these folk songs, we might get more colloquial performances so they hear that Trinidadian or Tobagoan vernacular? Or are we looking at, as you say, bridging the gap so that it'll be more Africanized? Tell me what it's going to sound like without, of course, giving it away.
Yeah, you know, I mean, all the songs, these songs are all, a lot of them are Tobago folk, but we have also shared some Trinidad folk in it. But a lot of it, for example, Tekam Gowe is a folk song that talks about how the man took the lady away in the village and so on. We have things like Dem Buku Girl, which warns men don't marry women from Buku and why. We have songs like Joseph Kiba, which talks about this lady who was actually giving her husband foul feather and foul bottom to eat and so on. And, you know, the folk songs, these are real things that have happened, that have come down in the folklore. Zutula was eating bitter cassava and she died. And, you know, some of them are in bongo, some are in jig, some are in reel, but here and too. But it's beautiful the way we have it presented. And we've made a connection now between our folk music, some of the African folk, like Cabo Cabo, and some of our own music, things like from Andre Tanka, Marina Osha, things like Ombayaya. So we're doing that kind of connection. So it's a beautiful concert, and it's free. All the concerts so far that are free have been well supported, and so we're encouraging everybody. It's relevant to Father's Day. It's relevant to Tobago Heritage coming up, and it's relevant to Emancipation Day.
Perfectly themed. Tell me a little bit about the prep, though, because as you rightfully say, they've all been well attended. You've got support throughout Tobago and Trinidad. How have you been able to prepare for each and every one and be able to make it free? Any partners or anyone we can thank for that as well?
Yeah, well, we have to thank the public because what we actually do, Ayinka, is that we make the offer for donations, and people are so impressed with the concerts and enjoy it that they do donate. As a matter of fact, on one occasion, we actually said maybe it makes more sense to do donation concerts than to do a formal concert, because it seems to have a better response in terms of how people react. But really and truly, it's really entertainment value, intellectual value, all the values you can think of when you go out to enjoy yourself. This is a beautiful occasion for people to come out and enjoy Signal Hill. And really about the statements about our music, why it is important, and why choral tourism is also important. And for that, I mean, I want to truly plug that we need all the help we can get. We are still raising funds.
Now, in terms of that fundraising, do you have a particular figure in mind or any sorts of targets you want to share with us?
Oh, I think that's a beautiful, beautiful question. Beautiful question. And I will just say it this way. We need as much money, and we want to thank the Tobago House of Assembly for their support so far. And we're waiting on the support also from the central government and corporate sponsors. Some have reacted so far, and but we are still short of what our target is. Right, our target is in the region of 500,000, and we're really pretty short. But we're very optimistic. Ads have already started in South Africa, and I mean, we are excited, and they are excited on that end. There are a number of great choirs that we're going to meet, Stellosh, and there's also a 400 voice apostolic chorus, 400 voices. So we're looking forward to working and collaborating and sharing the beautiful music of Trinidad and Tobago. And as you
very
know,
honest, I am too. I am excited about all the collaborations that might be born out of this trip. And so I'm very happy to hear that you are very optimistic about meeting that target, because that is not a simple feat at all. The number of persons, the mechanics of things, the duration of the trip itself, a lot of incredible things, but you guys put on an incredible performance. And as you say, the people are very pleased with it, which is why they need to come down on the 14th. You rightfully said it is a good way to celebrate Father's Day, Emancipation, Tobago and Trinidad. And so we are heading to Mount Irving Bay Resort from 6:30 p.m. Tell me about show times and what you could possibly miss if you happen to be late.
Well, the last time we didn't have seats, and we actually got more people than we subscribed for.
Good problem.
We're with more chairs. And so, it's at Mount Irving, a beautiful, nice conference restaurant setting, Jacaranda room. I want to thank Mount Irving Bay Resort for giving us this pro bono as their contribution. But we look forward to people being there. Come on time, 6 o'clock, be there, so that we start all our shows on time. 6:30, we kick off.
Perfect. Now, in terms of making sure that they're there, do they need to walk with anything? Any seating arrangements? Anything we need to know so we could support properly and comfortably?
In the front, it's an in the round setting. So it's in the round, semicircular. So everybody can see, what we're doing. And it's going to be pretty much, I would say, I don't want to say unplugged, semi-unplugged, right? It's going to be much. But people are going to feel very much immersed and, almost in the choir. And we have one piece where the audience sings with us, right? Which we are looking forward to. Yeah.
Well, I hope that the audience's vocal cords are warmed up, because the Signal Hill Alumni Choir is incredible. You don't want to croak there. But you guys we are wishing you the best of luck on this, the third version of your free concert series, because the cause is incredible. Enjoy. Thank you for joining us this morning. And we'll talk again before that trip.
Come on, certainly.
Of course, Mr. John Arnold, the Artistic Director of the Signal Hill Alumni Choir, joining us this morning to remind us that the We Folk Music in Africa concert, free concert, is happening on Saturday, June 14th at Mount Irving Bay Resort, 6:30 p.m. sharp. Go out and support people. We're going to take a break and come back with more here on the Now Morning Show. Stick around.